First up, man, we got Isaiah. Tell us who you are, what you do, how you got here.
I got here via my car.
Okay,
For the
okay.
first part, I drove here from California like a month and a half ago. West Side. And yeah, I'm just, I think, a real person. I'm just trying to figure it out, you know. I think like everybody else, but I definitely like sing and produce and write songs and play keys, and I'm getting better at playing keys right now. Yeah, that's that. I just want to make this shit better. I feel like life is really cool and also so shitty, and I just want to like emphasize the really beautiful parts and be more active in those parts of my own life. And as I have more of those experiences, I'm starting to like get it a little bit more. You know what I mean? A lot of it more. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Long-winded ass answer.
No, it's beautiful. And you mentioned you're from Cali, from the Bay.
Yes, sir.
What made you want to come to New York, and what have you learned since coming out here?
I feel like the ceiling in the Bay is the ceiling of the Bay, and the ceiling of New York is the ceiling of the world. You know? And when I came here, it's just I feel like my energy feels so expansive. I think that out here, it really pushes me to like rise to the occasion. Like think about if I'm in the Bay where I've been my whole life, and say I'm at like the store and I'm wearing my PJs and I'm like not having that good of a day, or I'm super slump or something like that. And I see somebody who I know, they'll make excuses for me. They're like, oh, that's Isaiah. And we'll end up chopping it up and they'll be like, oh, he's just having a bad day. Oh, he's just a little sleepy. Out here, it's like, I just met you. That's just who you think I am, you know? So I feel like it pushes me to rise to the occasion and like, yeah, be all as best of myself as I can be as often as possible, rather than like feeling like, oh, it's okay, like that cushion, you know? 100%. I don't feel that cushion here.
Hell yeah. What got you into music? You were surrounded by music growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What got you into it?
My family is super saucy, bro. Like my grandma is a raw, like she has a jam at the house every first Sunday of the month. It's just like filled with musicians. Everybody's, you know, playing weird ass instruments. Like I remember there was this dude who played a saw and it was like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That's a thing. And yeah, shit like that. And then my pops was a rapper, producer, but I didn't really grow up with him. But like my mom would like show me his music videos on VH1 and shit, and I'd just be like, what? And then my sisters are like incredible. I have a bunch of sisters. I have a lot of siblings. I have like 12 siblings, and most of them are just ill as fuck. I mean, they're all super ill, but a lot of them are really good at music too. So my sister Khadijah, she was like prodigy, like age 5, taught herself how to play keys, guitar, write songs, perform, you feel me? And yeah, we was just around it. And then ultimately though, I started like freestyling in like high school and writing poetry and shit. And I was like learning about the Illuminati. I was doing hella like conscious rap, you know what I mean? It was a lot. My name was terrible. But yeah, that's a little bit.
Oh, yeah. What was it like growing up with 12 siblings?
Well, I didn't grow up in the house with all of them. So I grew up in the house with 3 sisters, my mom, and my grandma a lot of the time.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. One of the things I saw when looking into more of you and your music, you use this phrase a lot, but music to stretch to.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that and like what that means to you.
I think it shifts. I think I used to like feel that even more than I do now all the way, because I feel like I used to make more of a certain vibe of music, and now I've been like expanding or just like trying to figure my sound out, or like, you know, just exploring. But I feel like for the longest time, I remember listening to music and like I at a certain point I started having a daily practice, you know, and realizing that I needed to like, you know, connect with God, have a meditation, you know, like take care of my body in a certain way more than I was. And so once I started doing that, I would still want to listen to music, but there was like, they would be having hella words and it would just sway my mind. Like my mind would just go into whatever they were talking about. And it would fuck me up sometimes. And then so it got me into like listening to way more music that wasn't in English. So that I was just like the vibe, you know, like I didn't really understand what was being said, but I just knew it felt good, you know? And then I was like, and then I started making more music that kind of felt that way, where I could just turn it on and I could stretch and do my stuff in the morning. Yeah, and it just felt right, you know what I mean? And so I feel like we need that, like, I don't know, but I also like making wild shit too.
Okay. Speaking of the vibe, you mentioned once that you said your music is like a spirit guide for you. How does that, spiritual or wellness practice intersect with like your creativity and everything you're doing?
I just feel like I feel like it's on some ignorance is bliss shit. Like if you know that you got to do something and you don't do it, I'm just gonna feel it, you know? And like at a certain point, I realized that that's what I needed. Like I found techniques that actually made me feel way better in my days, you know? And so now if I don't do them, I just know that I'm lacking. I know that I'm slacking off. And so, yeah, I feel like, honestly, what I feel like I need to get in therapy for real. But I have before that, like, just like through the meditation and stuff, like I feel like even if it's not like I'm over here like fucking reaching the heavens or some shit like that, it's like it gives my mind a designated place for its chaos. You know what I mean? Like I have a specific moment every day where I'll just have these whack ass thoughts, you know? And now I don't have to have these whack ass thoughts all day when I'm trying to do cool shit, you know? It's like I'm by myself. I'm like, fuck them. I hated that. That shit was whack. I would have said this. Can't change that. Like, there's just so many thoughts, and then I'll like keep bringing it back to my body, you know. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like it just gives me that moment to like fucking feel all the shit and not really control it too much, you know. But I have like an anchor, and then it just like clears that energy. So through the rest of the day, I'm like, all right, let's get this fucking money, you know.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Um, Man,
Money, okay, like that.
when we were chopping it up, you talked about releasing a song every week, the 37-week challenge.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that, because you didn't do it just once; you did it twice.
I did it twice.
And 37, as you said earlier, was your
It's
angel
my
number.
Yep, it's true. Yeah, I just feel like honestly, it first started. I was with my boy Tofu and my
Shout
other
out
homie
Tofu.
Malik in Hawaii at the time. We had lived out there for a little while, and I had just had hella songs and they were all like bits and pieces or, you know, and my friends would be like, oh, bro, play that one. Oh, what about that one? When are you going to drop that shit? And I would like, I remember just being like, man, like there's something about each one of these songs that I hate or I've overthought. You know, I listen to it like 100 times until I'm just like, man, fuck this song. But I think they put it into perspective, like, no one's heard these yet. You know what I mean? Like I've had all these thoughts about this shit. You know what I mean? And it's also like way too exclusive. It's just like, oh, like especially because I don't feel like we make music on some. It's not hella just about me, you know. So I feel like if I did something of service or something, but then I'm the only one who gets to benefit from it, it's just like weird. And it's not like on some egotistical like, you're benefiting from my music like that, but it's like any of our gifts that we have is like it's not just our own, you know. And so I feel like if you and your friends are the only ones who get to like experience these like golden moments of each other, it's like we're depriving the world of like that potency, you know. But yeah, the 37-week challenge taught me hella shit, bro. Like it taught me really just to I feel like there's certain muscles and I just was doing the reps with that like consistency shit, bro. Like start a song, finish it, drop it, make the cover, make the video, boom, on to the next. Like that process, it's so hard to get past that hump of wanting to perfect something, you know what I mean? And wanting it to be like this certain way and to where you just don't drop it. And I did that hella times. I just didn't drop shit for so long and it just felt like, the fuck am I doing? Like, especially like I don't have a job and shit. Like I'm not like, I know that I'm not doing the regular life thing. So it can be really easy if I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing as an artist for myself. I just feel like I'm fucking off, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm also excited though to like, there's also things that I learned from the 37-week challenge that now I'm about to take because I want to hone in on a body of work more, you know, like I also didn't get to like zone in on these songs nearly as much as I would have, you know, if I had more time with it. So I learned a lot and I'm going to do it again for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell us about your record Grave Shift.
Grave Shift. Okay, so I don't have a grave shift job, and I have not had a grave shift job, but I just felt that so hard. So many people in like my family have, and it's just a thing, bro. And yeah, that was the first song that I made in New York when I got here. That was definitely the first joint that I made here. And yeah, I kind of want to do more shit like that for real. Like I feel like so much of my music is like personal, you know, to me. But that was one of those things where it was like I put myself in some other shoes and kind of got to like write from a certain place. I want to do that more. I don't want it to all be like, look at me, this is my life, you know?
Oh yeah. And looking forward ahead to the future. You said you want to hone in on a body of work.
Yeah.
What's next for you? You're doing some traveling coming up. What else is planned?
Yes, I'm about to leave tomorrow. I'm about to go to Hawaii. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm going for this songwriting festival that's super fucking cool, and y'all should go too. Cause don't tell them. You see, Tofu trying to keep it a secret. No, but it's really cool. It's like more based around like sync licensing and stuff like that. So like getting your music in like movies and TV and stuff like that. It's super cool. And also I'm just gonna get to tap in with my boy, who also is my manager and who also is just like one of my best friends. And we just gotta lock in. We got shit to do, you know. We got shit to plan. So it's gonna be perfect place to do that. And then I'm going to Egypt for the rest of the time after that. I'm honestly going. I'm about to bounce around for like a week and a half and take way too many flights to go to two. It's gonna be a lot. But before that, about right after that, then I'll go to Egypt for like a month and a half and really spend my time out there and just drop the fuck in. I feel like I'm on a spiritual quest, you know, like I feel like I really need to clarify my vision, understand more of like what I'm trying to do, you know, so I can game plan towards it. So yeah, and then ultimately it's all leading towards a timeless album that I'm excited that doesn't exist yet at all, but we're manifesting it together right now. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you also went to Hawaii during the pandemic.
I did.
What did that teach you?
It taught me a lot. Honestly, it was like a hyperbolic time chamber. Like it was like, I just felt like, especially because it was in the pandemic too. That's when I started the first 37-week challenge. I felt disconnected from the whole world, but that also let me like dive so deep into my craft and dive so deep into myself and my body. That's where I developed my like daily routine. That's where I really like honed in on my skills and kind of I just dove way fucking deeper. Yeah, people there are really like beautiful. I definitely do feel like the energy is more retired though, you know, like people are like chilling and it's like I'm not allowed to do that yet, you know what I mean? So it's also important to have like, especially like going from there to New York, full side, like opposite sides of the spectrum, you know what I mean? Like absolutely. So but it definitely taught me to like, man, I swear I was my best fucking self there. Like I think about it often and I'm just like, man, he had it figured out, like really did. And so yeah, like, but I'm trying not to compare myself too much to like past versions of myself, or maybe that's the best thing to compare myself to rather than y'all or something, I guess. But yeah, I feel like it just helped me. Like I have a good staple idea of like what the best me is and what it looks like to like be that. And so I can definitely be checking off like, okay, well, I didn't fucking do my practice. Okay, well, my tongue's white. Like I drank no water. You know what I mean? My tongue was so fucking pink out there all the time. That shit was not white at all. I don't know if it's white today.
Someone discovering your music for the first time, maybe it's tonight, maybe they're watching this on social, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. What do you hope they take away when they listen?
I hope y'all just feel hella joy and like are inspired to love more, you know what I mean? And dive deeper into whatever the fuck your purpose is, if it's a good one, if it's a positive one. Because if it's some bullshit, I hope it makes people like lean away from the bullshit, you know? Yeah, and just like get active. I feel like I know there's moments like I had these times last night with my friends and I just felt like I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? And I want people to feel affirmed, you know? I want people to feel so fucking affirmed, like real clear on like, okay, yeah, because I think about the future and the past and all this shit so much and I just get caught up and it just fucks my shit up, you know what I mean? So I want people to feel that like real present, real in it, like we're supposed to be here, we're supposed to be doing this. Yeah, and maybe it'll work.
Oh yeah. And someone see you live for the first time tonight, what can they expect? What are you gonna bring?
What does it feel like? I don't know. I feel a little fragmented right now, but I feel like hopefully it feels like whole, you know? I want this shit to just feel whole. I want it to feel like you know, like just that moment, like you know, like when you have like a really good drink, or like you like the weed, you just hit it for the first time, like back like one of the first times, and you look at that shit, or you look at that cup, or you like hear a song, you just like like that moment. I want that. I want y'all to feel that feeling all the time. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly,
Snaps are crazy.
where can the people follow you on social?
Isaiah with the hair on everything. Isaiah with the hair on everything. Isaiah, ISAIAH WITDA hair.
Fire. Let's give it up for Isaiah. Let's go.